Arsene, the dust has settled on the game at Norwich at the weekend. Have you digested it, got over it, found reasons for what happened?
We got over it and we focus on our next game. That's the only way to deal with it, is to put the disappointment behind us and of course focus on Schalke tomorrow. From the game against Norwich we lost Chamberlain, who will not be back, and the only player who will be back in the squad recovering is Koscielny.
In terms of Jack Wilshere, he played 90 minutes yesterday. What's his involvement likely to be tomorrow? Is there any chance?
Not at all.
Not at all? Not even on the bench?
No.
Okay. And just to get back to Norwich for a second, have you any thoughts on the performance, why it happened that way, why you lost the game?
I think we had, yes, but like after every disappointment, the most important is that stays in the dressing room and that we focus on the next one. It's not, for us, there's no need to talk too much about that now.
Looking forward to Schalke, is this the key game of the group now? Because if you do win it, you'll have a 5-point lead.
Yes, we have a good opportunity. We play at home against Schalke, and of course we know, since we have won in Montpellier, that our qualifying will depend on how well we do at home. We have beaten Olympiacos and Schalke and Montpellier. Now it's down to us to beat Schalke home and, if possible, away, of course.
Just finally for me, can you assess Schalke for us? Tell us your thoughts on it.
Sorry?
Your thoughts on Schalke as a team?
The team who is tries to play good football. They try to build out from the back, like all the German teams. They've just made a very good result in Dortmund, and they are a solid side with a good organization. And up front, of course, they have Huntelaar, Farfan, that we know well, and Afellay or Draxler if he plays, I don't know. But they're dangerous, basically, a lot on counter-attacks.
Arsene, for the second Champions League game running, you're coming into it off the back of a Premier League defeat. You responded last time. Do you expect a similar kind of response this time?
Yes, I expect us to respond in a strong way, because this team is very ambitious, wants to do very well, and the players were very, very disappointed that we lost the game at Norwich, but we have to put that behind us, and I'm sure they will show a strong response tomorrow.
Because you play this opponent back-to-back on match days 3 and 4, is it likely to be a cagey encounter, do you feel, tomorrow?
Champions League is always a bit cagey, you know, because you play against teams who are always well organized, can play good counter-attacking football, and can play are used to dominate their games in their championship. So, you know, the players know that you want a big performance. But overall, what is the most important is that we have the ball, that we play our football, we concentrate on the quality of our game, and that is the most important, is to express your talent and to play and enjoy to play.
How important might the match-up be between Vermaelen and Huntelaar, who of course were at Ajax for 3 years, and you know a lot about each other?
They know each other well, and of course the focus will be extremely important in the box, because Huntelaar is an intelligent player in the box, and will have a good job to do there.
Matchday 3 also sees across Europe this UEFA initiative fair against racism, intolerance and xenophobia. I mean, how important do you feel something like that is to happen just at this moment?
I feel it is important to happen at any moment, and racism or xenophobia or any other differences that can exist between human people, for example, different cultures, you have to always prone respect for everybody and for every culture and every human being, no matter where you come from and no matter when it is in the season. That's why I feel what happened during the weekend is very sad.
I wouldn't normally ask you about Arsenal's travel arrangements to games, but the certain Green campaigners seem to have taken exception to your 14-minute flight from Luton to Norwich on Friday. I just wonder what the sort of club's reaction is to that.
Well, usually we take the train, and there was no train available, and that's why in the end we decided to fly, because we had to drive up on Friday afternoon at a moment where you never know how long it lasts.
Just going back to the racism issue, there's talk that Rio Ferdinand might set up a breakaway PFA so that the interests of black footballers are perhaps put more in the forefront. Do you think that is necessary, or would you rather see things stay as it is and continued dialogue?
I think any split is bad. If there is no racism,